So the winning stories of brands that 10x their CX with the best of AI plus humans. Well, what's that? I'm going to invite the expert to do the talk. So some fresh vibes awaiting you because I'm all set to invite our lovely speaker, Vartika Verma, the Global VP of Marketing from Yellow.ai. Over to you, Vartika.
Thank you so much, Shikha. Good afternoon, everyone. It's lovely to have an opportunity to speak to India's leading CX custodians. And thank you so much, ET, for creating this opportunity for all of us to connect. And all of us in this conference have heard a lot about the future of CX, the future of AI, the future of this and that. And while future is important, today is key. And I'm here to talk to you about winning stories of real life brands around us that have 10x their CX by leveraging the best of AI and humans. I'm Vartika Verma, the Global VP of Marketing at Yellow.ai. And Yellow.ai is a leading conversational AI platform built with love in India for the world. Today, we power about 1,000 plus bots on our platform across chat and voice, and with our customers across 50 plus countries. We're really proud to host about a billion plus conversations on our platform every quarter. And like we learned in the past few sessions, COVID-19 has actually accelerated the entire customer engagement shifting to digital. And we're really happy to have a lion's share of play in that part. So while you all spend the next 12 to 13 minutes with me, I would encourage you to put aside your CX hat and adorn the hat of a customer, because everyone is a customer. And we are all the time consuming products, services, and experiences, even right now. And all of us as customers really know what is the difference between a good customer experience, a bad customer experience, and a terrible customer experience. In today's world, where one product is so similar to the other one, the only difference that a brand can really make is in delivering a feeling to the customer, which is differential. It's no more about the product; it's more about the product experience. It's no more about about the car that you buy. It's more about the customer experience that that car is able to give you post sales, post delivery, and so on. So now think about this for a few seconds. Imagine that you are a customer and think of a scenario where you had a great customer experience, and spend some time thinking about what did that brand do differently. Any good customer experience today? How's been the Zoom experience? It's really easy to now join meetings, right? So really what the difference is in this theory of Delta 4. And the theory of Delta 4 is a concept that I first heard way back in 2016 in a talk show hosted by Kunal Shah, where he spoke about companies that basically better an experience at least 4 times, create better customer experiences that are more memorable, and then become irreplaceable by competition. Now, how do we really imagine this Delta 4 in our real lives? So let's take two examples of an experience and give them both a rating from 1 to 10. So let's say rating 1, you give a score of 2, rating 2, you give a score of 8, and that itself is a Delta 4. And the companies that create this Delta 4 are the ones that are really winning in the market. So I'll dive into a few examples and we'll play this together about how to understand whether or not an experience is Delta 4. So this is going to be a trip little bit down the memory lane. So how many of you remember booking a railway ticket by standing in the line, standing with the exact change, getting to the counter only to know that the kind of ticket or the dates that you were looking for is not available anymore? On the fly, you have to then think about, hey, when can I next travel? Do I have to convince 5 other people in the family to travel on the same dates? And the entire experience was not so great. And yet customers didn't have any option, so they were still doing that. Cut to now. Have any of you booked a ticket on IRCTC website? Many of you must have. I'm waiting to go on a ticket train ride. But until then, just think about the new experience. The new experience is basically, where you go and book online, you're sitting at your home, you're leveraging the payment gateway of your choice. And if you were to now give a score to experience A and experience B, Most likely, you'd give the score of 2 for going and standing in the line, and maybe 8 for actually booking the ticket online. So now you see Delta 4. The previous experience had a score of 2, and this is 4x better, 4x more convenient, 4x more assured, and 4x more fast. And now that you've booked a ticket online, would you ever go and stand in that queue again? Most likely not. And this is where the entire shift of experience has happened, so that customers are really not going to go back to the old school way. Now, talking about another such example is how we used to book taxis. Rather than we going to the taxi, now the taxis come to us. Rather than us haggling on, hey, can you take $100 less, $50 less? Now we exactly know which car is coming, what's the driver's rating, what is the amount that you'll be paying for the trip. So now if you were to again rate both these experiences, you'll see that you might give a score of maybe 1 or 2 to the previous way of booking a taxi versus now, which has become on demand, faster, and a lot better experience as well. Now, again, the theory of Delta 4 has been established here because the new way of booking a taxi is more convenient, more assured, more fast. And now coming to one more example, which is pretty much my favorite example, is customer support. So have you been on a 40, 50-minute long customer service call, wherein you're just waiting to hear from the human agent? Forget the resolution. That comes later, maybe 2 days later. But we've all been on these long service calls, right? And cut to now, where you can on demand talk with an chat bot or a voice bot or an agent on demand 24/7, and not only speak with them, but really get your resolution delivered as well. So now if we were to again give a score here, I'm sure a lot of you would give 0 to the previous score, but let's just be a little nice and score them 2. And this would be around a score of 8, 9, which again establishes the Delta 4. The new way of reaching out to brands, customers, and customer support is 4 times more convenient, fast, assured, and even resolution driven. And how did we get here? Basically, customers that find a Delta 4 experience will actually scream in joy publicly and tell others that, hey, don't do things the old way. Switch to this. Hey, don't go stand in a line to book your railway ticket. Use a website. Don't talk to the customer support for 40 minutes. Talk to a chatbot. Customers themselves will go and propagate the new way of business. And we all remember, right, the time when social media had just launched. Brands thought that, hey, this is one more channel for us to leverage to tell our customers whatever we want to tell. But it really did not pan out that way, right? Customers are using social media to voice their opinions, good or bad, and are demanding that the brands engage with them across multiple channels in real time on demand. So that's a little bit about the theory of Delta 4. And it's a point for us all to look at what we are doing in our daily lives with our customer experience, with our brand experience. Are we creating that Delta 4 or not? And how did we really get to this state where customers are becoming more and more powerful and brands are happy to give them even more power? How did we really get to this matrix? So there are 3 major trends that are supporting the CX evolution, so to say. The first trend is the experience economy. Today, we're all living in an economy where experiences are greater than things, where access is greater than ownership, where the product experience is greater than the product itself. So that is the first key trend about people valuing experiences a lot more. The second key trend with respect to this is that the entire shift of focus from businesses has shifted onto customers. Customers today have options, they have opinions, and they are not shying away from talking about their options and opinions publicly. And the third major reason trend behind CX evolution is the role of technology in creating that Delta 4 experience. With access of internet and smartphones all over the globe, with inclusion of AI in many spheres of our lives, and with machines learning us on the go, there are a lot of customer experience journeys that have completely shifted or become so much better that the Delta 4 is now the new norm. Imagine how nice would it be to get your insurance policy on WhatsApp? How nice would it be to report a lost credit card within minutes without really speaking to a human agent? And just in case you've seen a lot of fraudulent transactions happening on your credit card, you would actually like to speak to a human. So what if you were given a choice to talk to the bots for queries that you need fast resolution for? And what would it be like if you could talk to the human agent on demand, as and when the complexity of the query increases? And that is exactly what is happening today. With the artificial intelligence and with human intelligence together, brands are co-creating great experiences for the customers. And we just heard about this in the last session as well. That automation first is an approach, but automation only is not the great answer. And just like that, a lot of customers around are seeing the benefits of AI, robots, and humans coming together and creating magic for customers. On the left-hand side, you see that there's this robot who is ready to become my man Friday, bring me breakfast, and do chores for me. And on the right-hand side, you see that how this AR/VR device is able to understand and learn through machine learning what do I get excited about, what makes me scared, and it's actually fine-tuning my flying experience all on ground. And just like this, there are about 5 billion 5 billion users using newer messaging channels and interacting with brands the way they want to, demanding brands and businesses to engage with them across channels. Actually, conversational AI or digital transformation is a strategy that is waiting to be executed in enterprises as of yesterday. And with conversational AI, with automation, with RPA, with digital transformation, we truly believe AI and humans can actually 10x the customer experience by delivering experiences that are more personalized, efficient, on demand, scalable, and also more resolution driven. And Yellow.ai is proud to power chatbots and voice bots for large enterprises, which actually deliver real-time, on-demand, unified customer experience with humans in the loop. And some of the examples that our brands have seen in terms of impact is that a lot of brands like Indigo has been able to self-serve 80% of their customer queries through their chatbot Dotty. There is a company called Varun Pintar, which has improved their customer satisfaction score by almost 50% just in 6 months of offering customer support via chatbot. And for one company in the BFSI sector in India, the support chatbot, because they were understanding the customer's needs, mood, and their past history, the support bot was able to upsell products and thereby delivering incremental sales of $10 million in just 1 year. And this is an Indian company that we're talking about. So imagine what is possible with the best of chatbots and voice bots and human intelligence coming together. And we spoke about how we've been growing in the market over the years. In Jan 19, we started with about 11 customers. There was Bajaj Finserv, Schlumberger, Asian Paints, Adani, and more. And today we are sitting at about 1,000 plus customer base across 50 plus countries globally. And this entire scale up of interactions moving to conversational layers has really changed its face over the last 2 years, where more and more customers are demanding such solutions, and so are brands. And we just basically learned that a happy customer speaks the loudest. And the happier the customer is, the more close the company is to hitting the pot of gold. So I just wanted to take you through 3 brands that have actually talked about how their chatbot and voice bot is impacting their CX positively. So today we'll talk about one example from the US and 2 from India. There we go.
I think we're successfully answering 25,000 questions a month. Calls always go one way. They go up. More and more calls. Now we're starting to see them go down. And that's directly correlated to us implementing our chatbot training.
Urja has been a game changer for us. The way it has been designed, articulated, and the intelligence has been built by our teams and Yellow.ai has really given a flip to the way we reach out to our customers. It's not about just providing information to the customers, but it's all about being there with them at the time when they need it. This solution has transformed the way customers are experiencing BPCL.
Coming specifically to the bot, where I think we've been able to make a difference, we ensured that our customers do not feel a break in service. Transaction handling would move from the bot to a human being, and the customer doesn't feel the change. And over a period of time, using AI and NLP, bot is taught. So the bot is increasingly answering a higher percentage of queries on its own.
So those were three examples, and we've created a lot of innovative journeys for brands like Sephora, brands like Pepsi, Adidas, and more. And if this was something that you're looking at,
I think we're successfully.
I would request you all to wear your CX hat back and think about where we are living. We're living in the experience economy, where our customers value experiences more than things, the product experience more than the product itself. And if there is any challenge that you're facing with respect to your customer support automation or customer engagement automation, we'd love to touch base. So shout out to us at contact@yellow.ai and do visit the booth that we have set up today. A lot of our conversational experts are waiting to hear from you and suggest on how we could help you. This is Vartika Verma from Yellow AI signing off. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Vartika. I think that's a good hat that you asked us to wear. And Vartika, with your address, of course, thank you to you. And I must say that this is a phenomenal day where intricacies around acing that zenith of customer experience is being talked about, along with all the inspiration and fun that we are experiencing at the platform, I'm sure. And of course, your additional chance to ramp up and climb up on your leaderboard scores, prizes worth 1K each awaiting right out there for you. With that, allow me to usher in a fireside chat. We'll be right back on your screens. Stay tuned.